This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 4 shot, 1 dead in Clarendon attack. One of 4 people who were shot and injured last night in Sandy Bay, Clarendon, died this morning. He has been identified as Kieron Hanson, otherwise known as Willie, a 25-year-old laborer from Inverness Drive in Sandy Bay. The 3 other gunshot victims remain hospitalized, the police said. Reports say about 8:30 p.m., the 4 were among other people standing at Hungry Town Square on Inverness Drive drinking and having a conversation. Police said a white Toyota Axio motorcar drove up and stopped. 4 men exited the motorcar, brandished guns and opened gunfire at the men. Hanson and the other victims were shot in various parts of their bodies. All 4 were rushed to the hospital where they were admitted. Hanson later died. Police have yet to establish a motive for the attack. Makeup artist and higgler accused of robbing man at a knife point. A makeup artist and higgler were slapped with robbery and aggravation charges after they were accused of robbing a man $20,000 in downtown Kingston on Monday, March 14. Charged are 21-year-old Moesha Smile, otherwise called Browning, a makeup artist of Seabreeze Avenue, and the 25-year-old Crystal Wagon, higgler of Drackett's Place, both in Kingston. Reports are that about 5:55 p.m., the complainant was at the intersection of Tower and Princess Streets in downtown when he was approached by Smile and Wagon, who brandished knives and proceeded to rob him of $20,000. The 2 then escaped in the area. A report was made to the police and Smile and Wagon were pointed out by the man. They were subsequently arrested and charged. 63-year-old charged for stealing refrigerator parts from neighbor. Mario Davis, a 63-year-old man from 3rd Marlin Way, Brayton in St. Catherine, has been arrested and charged with simple larceny and malicious destruction of property following an incident at his home on Monday, February 7. Reports are that Davis gained entry to the room of a woman with whom he shares a residence. He then proceeded to remove parts from 2 refrigerators in the room, resulted in them malfunctioning. The parts were allegedly sold later on. The woman, a joint tenant, filed a report with the police, which resulted in Davis's subsequent arrest and charge. His court date is being finalized. Suspect held in abduction and rape of 12-year-old Clarendon girl. The police in Clarendon are reporting that a man has been taken into custody in relation to the abduction and rape of a 12-year-old girl. He was apprehended on Sunday and is to face an identification parade. Last Friday, the grade 6 student was reportedly on her way home from school with a sibling when a man offered them a ride. When they reached their destination, he told the sibling to come out of the car and drove off with her, a relative told the news on Saturday. The child was reportedly released in a community near her home late Friday evening. She was subsequently taken to a hospital for treatment. Ward at the South Camp facility hospitalized after attempting suicide. A ward at the South Camp Juvenile Correctional and Remand Center in St. Andrew is now hospitalized after attempting suicide. The girl was found hanging sometime after 5 p.m. yesterday. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing the matter, Public Relations Officer Daniel Anderson has confirmed. New banknotes are a distraction, Golden said. Opposition leader Mark Golden has criticized the government for not consulting the opposition about the new and upgraded banknotes which were unveiled last week. Golden asserted that the approach reflects a deeper issue of arrogant governance, as the proposed design involves a powerful symbolism that affects some of the PNP's political leaders. No consultation. They just brought it here last Tuesday with a whole bag of hype. That is not how we build a better understanding. That is not how you promote togetherness. That is not how we work together. That is disrespect. And yes, we know the Prime Minister wants his mentor, Mr. Edward Seaga, on a banknote, Golden said in his contribution to the budget debate in Parliament today. Golden argued that the new banknotes are a distraction from the real issues that are biting the people. How do new banknotes help our people who are trying to survive day to day, living from hand to mouth? How is it relevant at a time like this? It will do nothing to help the people ride out the storm. As one man told me, it will not put one dumpling in the pot, Golden lamented. Prime Minister Andrew Holness rose on a point of order, explaining that there was no consideration regarding the well-known and close relationship that I have had with Mr. Seaga as an impetus or a reason or a cause for him to be added to our currency. Holness said Seaga is on the banknote because he deserves to be there. The Bank of Jamaica will roll out a new $2,000 note in the coming months, which will bear the images of former Prime Ministers Edward Seaga and Michael Manley. Holness added that the government does not make national decisions on a political basis. The look and the structure of the current notes will also be upgraded to feature all national heroes and deceased prime ministers. The move coincides with Jamaica's 60th year of independence, but last week Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark said the current structure of the notes, which does not allow for durability, prompted the change. Clark had also said technical studies have shown that there is need for the introduction of a currency denomination between the $1,000 and the $5,000 notes. Man wanted in relation to murder of Chinese couple eludes the police during shootout. A man who is wanted in the killing of a Chinese couple in Southfield, St. Elizabeth on Christmas Eve eluded a police team during a shootout on Monday evening on Holland Bamboo Avenue. The police were conducting a stop and a search operation about 8 o'clock when the suspect was spotted driving a gray Toyota Probox. The man reportedly shot at the cops while fleeing the scene. The police returned the gunfire and chased the man onto the Holland Estate property where he escaped. CDC lowers a travel advisory against Jamaica. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has lowered the COVID-19 travel advisory against Jamaica from Level 4 to 3. Level 3 categorizes destinations as having a high level of COVID-19 compared to Level 4, which indicates a very high level of the virus. Delano Seavright, senior strategist in the tourism ministry, says the revised advisory will have a positive impact on the tourism industry. We are quite happy with the news coming out of the United States, so we expect more positive developments in the coming months as COVID-19, while still a problem globally, continues to recede as vaccination rates continue to go up and the natural immunity continues to spread. So we are looking forward to a very strong 2022 as it relates to tourism numbers, he said. Jamaica's tourism sector is rebounding from the pandemic, with Tourism Minister Ed Bartlett announcing recently that it is almost back to pre-pandemic levels. Suspect charged in connection with robbery and attempted murder of cop in Portmore. A suspect who was held in connection with a last month's robbery and attempted murder of a policeman on Municipal Boulevard in Portmore, St. Catherine, has been charged. Javon Marshall, 22, a bearer of a Caribbean estate address, was charged on Tuesday with wounding with intent, robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to rob and illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. He was captured on Thursday during an operation carried out by the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch at the Caribbean Estate. Investigators reported that on February 14, the policeman was driving his motorcycle on Municipal Boulevard when he was shot several times in the back. Police Federation blasts the media and the cops over reports on policewoman who lost a gun in bushes. Some senior members of the Jamaica Police Federation are outraged over media reports of a female constable who reportedly lost her gun while relieving herself in bushes last weekend. The anger is also directed at cops who allegedly circulated photographs of the female constable on social media site Facebook. It would seem to me that some members of the JCF only know how to belittle their own colleagues, said a terse internal memo from a female executive member of the Police Federation obtained by the news. She openly expressed her shame and disgust with the reporting of the incident in the media. The nasty headlines, in my opinion, is nothing short of distasteful journalism, the officer quipped. Reports emerged that the constable, who is assigned to the St. Anne's Bay Highway Patrol, lost her Glock service pistol with a magazine attached containing 17 9mm cartridges while on duty along the Landover Main Road. It is reported that she went to relieve herself in nearby bushes and realized about 6 minutes later that the firearm was missing. A search was conducted in the area in an effort to retrieve the weapon, but this proved futile. However, the weapon was reportedly found and returned by a member of the public. In another memo obtained by the news, another executive of the Federation expressed disappointment in police officers who broadcasted the name and rank of the officer. I condemn the repercussions, as we could have been temperate and to support the member, knowing that she will face disciplinary action, the memo said. The officer went on to lament that every member of the force has to seek medical attention in holding up their urine. That is a fact. What happened with the firearm was unfortunate, but it was as a result of responding to nature, the officer wrote. Although the firearm was returned, the Federation member said the affected policewoman has been reportedly left embarrassed and traumatized by the incident, especially in light of her personal life being affected by the incident. Both the Federation members called on law officers to stand with and support the female constable in light of her facing disciplinary action. Women suffer daily from various sickness on account of the job. We don't complain. I am tired of being sick and tired. Colleagues, we must speak up for this female cop and other females in the organizations, wrote the Female Federation member. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.